Welcome back to Things You Don't Know. I'm excited to encourage you to tune in as we are starting a new series concerning inventions that have impacted the world today. In each episode, we will discuss the who, the what, and the impact and the uses of each invention. Today, we're delving into the history and invention of a remarkable creation that we often just take for granted: Velcro.
Velcro. It's everywhere, from shoes and clothing to space travel and medical devices. This simple yet ingenious fastening system has become an indispensable part of our daily lives. But how did it come to be? Who invented it? And what was the inspiration, the very ordinary inspiration behind this revolutionary technology? Let's find out.
Our story begins in the 1940s with a man named Georges de Mestral, a Swiss electrical engineer and an avid outdoorsman. One day in 1941, after returning from a hike with his dog in the Swiss Alps, de Mestral noticed that his clothes and his dog's fur were covered in burrs. You know, those pesky seed pods that seem to just stick to everything.
Curious about how these burrs managed to cling so tenaciously to himself and his dog, Mestral examined them under a microscope. What he discovered was a natural marvel, tiny hooks on the burrs that caught on to the loops in the fabric of his clothing and the fur of his dog. This observation sparked an idea. What if he could replicate this hook and loop system to create a new kind of fastener?
I want you to bear with me for just a moment as I take a brief but important fact about this invention and the implication concerning the thought processes on education, learning, and the forward movement of humanity in general.
I admire your thought process, Dr. Weaver, but I have to be honest. It sounds to me like you are painting with a very wide brush. When you say something like this had implications for education, learning, and the forward progress of humanity,
I'll take your statement as a challenge, and I will use your thought processes to make my point, okay? My point is a bit complex. You know, the average person asks themselves only the basic information about why something happened. For example, why burrs stick to a dog or your clothes. And they really don't go much further than saying, oh, the burrs are sticky. Well, Dr. Deneen, you experienced this on a different level when you asked your fourth grade teacher if the American Revolution could be considered a civil war. And you were told you were wrong without explanation. In my opinion, training students to just look at the superficial is a surefire way to damp out what we call creativity and curiosity, which propels people to see things not just in past and present tense, but to project to the future. Some students might not have continued making those outside the book connections, and that process of damping down creativity is precisely what I'm talking about. The problem, as I see it, is that when superficiality becomes the norm, people enter a kind of closed loop or circle in which they think only the things that have already been written. And I could go on and talk about the neurologic evidence that supports this idea of training the brain in the ways to think and connect and to make connections. But it really would be beyond the scope of this podcast episode.
I think briefly, before we go on to our main subject, I think you're right. There's nothing wrong with a book answer, but it's incomplete. And I learned to give the required answer, but at the same time, to retain my own interest, do my own research. And I got to a point once I was older with a better brand of teacher where I could explore those things also. But getting back to our topic, inspired by nature, Mestral set out to create a synthetic version of the hook and loop system that he found in his microscopic examination of the birds. He spent several years experimenting with different materials and techniques. After much trial and error, he finally succeeded in 1955. He created two strips of fabric, one with tiny hooks and the other with loops that could be pressed together to form a strong bond and then pulled apart with ease.
Indeed. De Mestral named his invention Velcro, which is a portmanteau of the French words velours, which means velvet, and crochet, which means hook. So Velcro. With his prototype in hand, he patented the idea and set out to commercialize it. However, he faced initial skepticism and resistance. Many people thought the concept was just too simple to be effective.
Well, that's what separates a great inventor from someone that just follows the crowd. He reminds me of George Washington Carver and Marjorie Merriweather Post, two great people who thought outside the box in the parlance of our day. Check out our Post and Carver podcast to learn more about them. But despite the challenges, Mestral persevered. He partnered with a textile manufacturer in France to refine the production process and improve the durability of Velcro. By the 1960s, Velcro began to gain traction in various industries. It was used in clothing, particularly children's shoes, and soon found applications in aerospace engineering. One of the major breakthroughs for Velcro came when NASA adopted it for use in the American space program. Velcro's ability to securely fasten objects, even in a zero-gravity environment, made it an ideal solution for astronauts. This endorsement by NASA significantly boosted Velcro's credibility and popularity. I can imagine if you have an instrument or a pen or even food, you don't want it to go floating out the capsule doors. Today, Velcro is ubiquitous. It's used in a wide range of products, from sports equipment, medical devices, to household items and fashion. The versatility and reliability of Velcro have made it a staple in both everyday life and specialized applications.
Yeah, beyond its practical uses, Velcro has also inspired innovation in other fields. Engineers and designers continue to explore new ways to improve and expand the applications of hook and loop fasteners, making them even more durable, flexible, and sustainable. Velcro's versatility has led to its use in many unexpected and creative ways. Here are some of the most unusual uses of Velcro. As Dr. Deneen mentioned, Velcro is extensively used by astronauts on the ISS, or International Space Station, to secure items in zero gravity environment. They use it to stick tools, food packets, and even themselves to the walls to prevent them from floating away.
They're used in theatrical costumes as well. Quick changes during live performances need to be rapid and can be very challenging. Velcro is used in stage costumes to allow actors to change outfits quickly and efficiently, often in just a matter of seconds. It's also used, as Dr. Weaver was saying, in many medical devices and medical applications, such as securing splints, braces, and bandages, air casts that are thankfully replacing plaster of Paris. It allows for very easy adjustments and ensures a snug fit. I can tell you, friends, as a person with an exceptionality cerebral palsy, I find wearing shoes, particularly with my twisted right foot, very difficult and somewhat painful. So Velcro boots enable me to dispense with laces and to get in and out of the shoes more rapidly. I have a friend who's a wheelchair user and a medical doctor, and she used to put Velcro on her gloves for just that same reason.
Yeah, very interesting. It's also used in sports. Athletes use Velcro in a variety of sports equipment. For example, boxers and martial artists use Velcro straps on their gloves for secure fitting. It's also used in knee and elbow pads, athletic shoes, and even in fastening gear for cycling and skiing. Another interesting thing, pet owners use Velcro to create adjustable collars, leashes, and even pet clothing. Yeah, there's some strange people that do some of that stuff. It allows for a customizable fit and easy removal. Gardeners also use Velcro strips to secure plants to stakes or trellises. It provides a gentle and adjustable support system that can accommodate the plant as it grows. Another one around your house. Velcro is used for various home organization hacks, such as securing remote controls to the side of the couch, managing cords and cables. I've done that a lot. Or even mounting items to walls without nails or screws. Designers have also incorporated Velcro in some rather unique ways. It is used in adjustable hats, belts, and even in avant garde clothing designs that allow for customization and reconfiguration.
That both surprised and amused me. Some entertainment shows and theme park attractions feature Velcro suits and Velcro walls. Participants wear suits covered in one side of Velcro and throw themselves against walls covered in the other side, sticking themselves to the wall in very creative and very humorous positions. During disaster relief, Velcro can be used to quickly set up temporary shelters, secure tarps, and it's used also in emergency medical kits for its ease of use and rapid adjustability. Crafters and DIY enthusiasts love to use Velcro for a wide range of products, from creating easy to use closures on bags and cases to assembling temporary displays and decorations.
Well, the military also gets in on the act here. Velcro is used extensively in military and tactical gear for its reliability and ease of access. Soldiers use it to secure patches, pouches, and equipment on their uniforms and vests. It allows for easy access, quick deployment, and reliable and secure fastening. Velcro is also used in rehabilitation and physical therapy equipment to provide adjustable and secure straps for exercises and support. Here's another one. In the food packaging industry, some innovative food packaging solutions use Velcro-like closures to keep products fresh and easy to open and reseal.
You mentioned the therapy process. I have personal experience with that. When I used to get ultrasound and electrical stimulation treatments, the electrode would be secured to my ankles with Velcro. And the joke was, because when the electricity was over, I would turn over for stretches. My beloved physical therapist would say, if Sean falls, catch him on the second bounce. Before we wrap up, Here are a few fun facts about Velcro. Velcro is often mistakenly referred to as a generic term, but it's actually a trademark brand name. The original Velcro was made from cotton, but today it's typically made from nylon or polyester for greater durability. As we said, Velcro has been used in everything from military gear to stage costumes, allowing for quick changes during performances.
And there you have it, the fascinating story of Velcro, an invention inspired by nature, promoted by creativity, and asking not just the simple why, but the underlying why and the what and the how. And it revolutionized the way we fasten things together. From a curious observation on a hiking trip to a global phenomena, Velcro is a testament to the power of innovation and perseverance. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Velcro and that you'll join us again soon as we continue two different series simultaneously, one on body secretions, which we've done several so far, and some of these inspiring inventions. We will also continue to explore many other interesting and fascinating topics. So for now, that's all.
So long, friends. We really appreciate your support. Don't forget to give us a like, comment, and keep listening. Bye for now.